I think, as we say there on the headline, this is the multipolar pivot. Americans are not ready for it yet, Joseph. I don't think they are ready for it. Certainly not their deep state. They're just not ready for it.
I agree 100% because I don't think the West can live without Russia, India, China. Again, they might not be able to, live without Russia, but without China, all the products, I would say 90% of the products we buy on Amazon are all made in China. Most of the human resources potentially in the future will be coming from India. So without these two countries, the West, especially USA, will be paralyzed. Russia, India, China alliance is the biggest threat, maybe a biggest threat to NATO as opposed to just USA. And all the boogeyman deal Canada is trying to do is just it's nothing. So I would highly suspect that a new presidency, a new leadership in the US would learn to handle it versus the current leadership, which is ill-equipped. The deep state is deeply worried because of the sagging poll numbers of Kamala Harris. So I am very hopeful that we will have a long-lasting peace and an equal footing as opposed to they're treating us down.
My last question goes to both Sergey and to Abhijit. Sergey, to you, and then Abhijit, you can take that. Narendra Modi, Vladimir Putin, Xi Jinping. Very powerful combination to put together. But can the three really work together on all significant issues? Or is it a matter of time before differences creep up? Sergey.
First of all, differences, culture diversity, that is the richness of our intergovernmental alliance BRICS. I already mentioned dialogue of civilization. And I want to again repeat, BRICS is not anti-West, it's just non-West. We have only one enemy, which is ignorance. During all our history, our nation, Russia, we always deliver our blood to support small nations like Armenia, Georgia. You can look to all history of Russian people. Even now we support Palestine. Why? Because Palestine, they are suffering. If Israel will be in troubles, we will support Israel. Because we always support justice. And on the basic of dharma, it can be three leaders if they will be its ethics, basic principles, interdependence. They're so clever, so smart, they're real spiritual leader, not only political leader right now, Xi Jinping, Narendra Modi, and Putin. That's why they want to create a new model of the global policy. It's not about economy, actually. It's about ideology. Yeah. It's about human value, human traditions, about a vision of civilization.
No, I think it's a very formidable combination. And I'll maybe get a comment from Abhijit on this. If you look at the three leaders together, all of them, Abhijit, have more than 20 years heading more than 10 years at least heading their respective countries, right? And more than 20 years in very significant positions. Lot of experience, lot of maturity, lot of strategy, lot of tact, right? And on the other side, you don't know who's there. I mean, it could be Trump, it could well be Kamala Harris, who Elon Musk calls a puppet wherever he goes. So, I think the Americans and the West will also have to bring together a mature leadership to be able to engage with what Sergey calls the non-West countries, which they don't seem to have to me right now, as a collective face. Can you unmute?
Yes, indeed. So it's going to be a challenge for the US to put forth the right leader. I think it's very evident that Kamala Harris is not the right person to be the leader of the US. If things go well for the US, probably Donald Trump will come to power. But when it comes to the RIC combination of nations, the only challenge for these nations to come together lies within China. Look, India and Russia have no issues whatsoever. We have no divergence of interest. We don't have any bad history together.
Yeah.
It's going to be, the onus is going to be on President Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party to resolve their differences with India, because we haven't created the differences. Whatever wars have happened, whatever tensions have happened, have been created by China. So they'll have to work together with us, and maybe Russia can also get involved. And if that can happen over the next few years, then the world can change significantly if RIC comes together.